A group of women who were sexually abused at a Co Cork National School 60 years ago have called on the government to provide redress without forcing them to take cases through the courts. The survivors attended the same school as Louise O'Keeffe, who won a landmark ruling against the state at the European Court of Human Rights. Speaking publicly for the first time, they've called for justice.
This unassuming, dilapidated building holds an unimaginable history. In the 1960s and early 70s, children attending Dunderrow National School were sexually abused to such an extent that some of them thought it was part of the school curriculum. In the late 1990s, the perpetrator, former principal Leo Hickey, was convicted and sentenced to 3 years in jail, but many of the victims have had no closure. Decades on, lack of redress has led some to break their silence. We are protecting their identities.
I was abused. Could be 3-4 times a week, and it was absolutely horrific. It was like a war zone there, and unfortunately I was left with a life sentence from that abuse.
He could be abusing 2 people at the same time. There might indeed be like bickering between girls about take your turn. I remember very clearly saying, why don't just be fair, take your turn. Don't expect me to do it all the time. Take your bloody turn, like.
Louise O'Keeffe attended the same school. In 2014, she won a landmark case at the European Court of Human Rights, which found that the Irish state had failed to put an effective system to protect children against sexual abuse in primary schools at the time.
Therefore, any child abused in that defective system would have been failed in the same way as Louise, and certainly children abused by the same teacher in the same school were failed in precisely the same way and fall squarely within the scope of the O'Keeffe judgment.
I was not the only girl who was abused in the school. So why aren't they prepared to offer those women a redress scheme? It is so wrong.
A Department of Education spokesperson said measures have been taken to fully implement the European Court of Human Rights judgment in O'Keeffe versus Ireland, including through an ex gratia scheme and child protection measures in schools. But the Dunderrow women haven't benefited from any ex gratia scheme. Decades on from their abuse, they've been left with no other option but to break their silence.
I want the government to take responsibility, at least give us peace at the end of our time. I'm here suffering along with my fellow victims that went to a school that was run by the state, and to do this to us innocent children. It's totally wrong, totally unfair, unjust. I want justice.
And Alva joins us here now in studio. So Alva, these women clearly want justice and redress. How likely is that now after all these years?
Well, aside from the evident trauma that they still suffer from that abuse, the big fear of these women is that they'll have to go into the courts to seek redress 60 years after that abuse took place. Their argument is that the European Court of Human Rights regarding Louise O'Keeffe, who was their schoolmate and which applies to them, that should be implemented, thereby giving them redress. Now, the Department of Education, as you heard, is of the view that the judgment has been implemented through ex gratia schemes and through child protection measures in schools, but the women didn't, meet the criteria for the ex gratia schemes. So that's their whole point. Now, this morning on the way into Cabinet, the Taoiseach Micheál Martin, whose constituency these women come from, indicated mediation may be possible.
Leo Hickey committed horrific sexual abuse on many young children at that time, and we know that from the case which convicted him. My understanding is that their legal representatives have written in for mediation, and in my view we should respond positively to that, and we should engage with the victims here and their representatives, and that's what we will do.
Now, the Irish Human Rights and Equality Commission, it's representing 19 of these women. And it sent correspondence about the situation to the government December 2024, but it didn't receive a response. So they sent a second letter in February 2026 threatening legal proceedings. But it seems it's taken for the women to come forward and come out and speak out for the first time for the government to respond positively and suggest that mediation may be appropriate.
All right, Alva Keneally, thank you.